Tighten up, YouTube world, tighten up. It's your man, Blue Sense. If you've never been to this channel before, this is a men's lifestyle channel where I talk about different products that I purchased with my own money. Keep 10 fragrances for life 2025. I'm gonna make this video short, sweet. I know a lot of people make this style of video, and I don't think I made one for 2024. If I did, it was at the beginning of 2024. So 2025, I'm gonna keep 10 fragrances for life. The first one up is G. This is from Walmart. This is a clone of Aqua DGO, and I would have put Aqua DGO in this spot, but the bottle that I have is in my storage area. I only got a little corner left, and it's one of the original bottles. It wasn't worth me going down there, digging it out, showing y'all just a little corner. But if you don't have DGO in your collection, Aqua DGO in your collection, go get this fragrance right here. It's $9 from Walmart. It might went up now as people found out how good it is, but this is one of the ones that I would put 10 for life. And 10 for life for me is not about compliments. It's about what I like to wear, and if it was gone, could I ever get it again? So I like to put this in that range, because I also could have put Izzy Miyagi. I could have put that one in this category. I could have put CK1 in this category. CK All in this category. This is just ones that I like to wear, and I made the video so that even if you couldn't afford to get Aqua DGO, this one right here, spot dead on, just pretty much the same fragrance. It's gonna last you 4 to 5, 6 hours with a moderate projection, but after maybe 4 hours, it's gonna turn to a skin scent. But you can overspray this because it's $9. And it has a little bit of potency when you first spray it. So you do get arm length projection when you first spray it, but then it cools down. And if you're ever looking for it, it comes in a box like this. And like I said, you get it at Walmart. Like I said, you can't go wrong for 100 mil. You can't go wrong. I've been wearing this fragrance ever since I got my hand on it. This is L1212 Blanche. I call it a white t-shirt fragrance. I got a backup bottle of this. I went through a bottle already. You just can't go wrong with it. I mean, if you got a white t-shirt on, or if you one of those type of people like me, I don't like dressing up. That's not my style. But, I'm more of a white t-shirt or black t-shirt type person. I don't really do the logos or the Dior t-shirts. I don't think, me just looking inside of my mindset, I can take that money that I would bought a Dior or any of these big name brands. I just get a white t-shirt. This goes perfect with it. You're gonna smell good. Just get compliments. But like I said, this is not a top 10 complimented list. This is just ones that if it was discontinued, I would have to have backup bottles of this, because this is probably what I would wear for life. I had to start my list off fresh and clean. I just came from a white t-shirt fragrance. I'm going back into a white t-shirt fragrance. I mean, I'll tell anybody who never smelled this fragrance, if you're a gentleman that might be 35 and up, if you ever went to the ice cream truck and they were selling lemon heads, I don't even know if they still sell lemon heads because I don't eat candy no more, but this is a lemon head in a bottle. And you might say, that don't smell good. This smells good. Especially if you got nostalgia with lemon heads or any type of lemon fragrance. This is the one that I would recommend. That, yes, to me, I think Dior need to drop the price on it so they can sell more. I think more people would enjoy this fragrance. To me, it doesn't project pretty much at all. If it does, it's about an elbow length, but it stays that elbow length the life of the fragrance. And me personally, for nostalgia purposes, I got a fragrance on this list that smell like Alexandria grape. I don't know if y'all ever had the grape candies from the ice cream truck. But I got one that smell like that. That's coming up later on in the list. But this is one that I recommend for hot heat. If you live like in Arizona or Florida and they got that hot, sticky weather or that dry heat like out in Vegas where you just like, damn, I don't even want to go outside. This is the one that you can put on and it doesn't bother you as far as like overwhelming your sinuses or that people around you gonna be like, man, why you spray cologne on? He's choking us out. This is that one that you would need. You know, I always gotta have Chanel on the list. My favorite house. This one right here still put me in that mind of a white t-shirt, but this one is pretty much dressed up. I would still put it in that white t-shirt category, but this one is more of a linen, you know, or something with a collar. But I wear this one white t-shirt too. You know, this is when I want to put my best white t-shirt on, you know. This one where I might have a logo on the front, you know, some Celine or, you know, all the good brands that they got out there, Mary or something like that. This is when I would put this on because this one is a signature scent. It stands out. It has a creamy freshness to it. And then on top of that, it kind of lingers in the air. So wherever you go into a room, you still gonna be there. You know, it's like one of them disappearing acts where you stop smelling it, but people around you and the sillage of it is gonna be wonderful. So I got to put this in my top 10 for life. You know, if they discontinue this one, well, I got backup bottles. Everything that's on this list, I have backup bottles of, or I have a clone of. But this one right here, I highly, highly recommend that you get your hands on it if you never smelled it. It's not everywhere, but anybody know me, I tell people pick up your Chanels from duty free. That's gonna be your best bang for buck. Chanel on websites or in stores, they really never have a sale. So at least with duty free, you cut off the taxes. Or if you go traveling like I do, you go to different countries, the pricing is going to be a little different. So yeah, you might get it a little bit cheaper because of the price, but it's also still duty free. The next one up, Tom Ford Gray Vetiver. This is a suit. I think Kevin Samuels says the Marlboro Man jumped off the sign or something like that. He the one that made me want to go try this. And this is the second bottle that I had. And I still got to get a bigger bottle. This is a 50 mil. I don't know why I didn't buy 100 mil. I think at the time they didn't have it. I think I bought this fragrance from Nordstrom's. I think it was in Short Pump. I kind of keep my fragrances where I remember where I bought them from. But this one, I love suit, tie. I don't see this as an everyday fragrance, but this is the fragrance that I'm slipping right now because I got a decan of it, but I think it's it's the EDP, so it's the same thing. But I have a decan of it, and I have to get another big bottle of this, so I just have it in my collection in case Tom Ford ever say he want to get rid of it. But that's Tom Ford Gray Vetiver. Like I said, if you're a person that dresses up, this can be your signature scent if you can afford it. I don't count people's pockets. But if you can afford it, this is definitely a signature scent. Some people gonna be mad that I got this on the list. I know they say Sauvage is overplayed, you know, especially the EDT. I think every young man in the world wears it. But the EDP to me is a scent profile that I think if all fragrances go away and I only had 10, I think this is one of the ones I need in my 10. Reason being, I like the cinnamon smell in it. I like it's toned down. I think the Perfume is more wearable for certain situations, especially if you're in office spaces or you're in close encounters. But for me, this is the one. It still has the projection, not as bad as the EDT, but it is not toned down like the Perfume. And this one is a compliment magnet. When I say compliments, I mean compliments. Even though, again, I'm saying it again, I didn't make this list for compliments. I made this list what I like to wear. and the 10 that if they discontinue today, that I'll be sad, or I'll be on um, Macari and all these other different Facebook Marketplace, all these other different websites trying to get it, eBay, trying to get this one if they didn't have it anymore. But I have a backup bottle of this, the EDP. I don't have a backup bottle of the EDT or the Perfume. I just got the Perfume not too long ago, just to complete the collection, because I already had the Elixir. But this one right here, I recommend. I'll recommend to anybody of any age. I don't care if you're in high school all the way up into a senior. I would recommend this fragrance because of the cinnamon note. Is it more versatile than the EDT? I don't think so, because it's a little bit darker, but it's in my top 10. There's no way in the world I could leave off Allure On Sport Extreme. This is pretty much my spring and summer scent. 9 out of 10, if you see me in the summertime, I got this one on. Like I said, especially if I'm outdoors running errands, I spray this on. I don't need that many sprays. 3 or 4 sprays of this goes a long ways. I have backup bottles. It ain't too much more that I can say about this fragrance, that it just smells good to me. You know, and like I said, this list is basically what I think smells good. But, you know, I'm always going to throw in there, get your compliments. You know, you want a young lady or whatever style lady you into, she's gonna smell you and think that you smell wonderful. You know, especially with this one, because it projects and it has that sillage. You can walk past somebody, they'll smell you, and they'll smell you a little bit longer. You can get about a car length away and they still smell you, especially if it catches the air. This is one that you would love to wear in the summertime, between that 70 and 90 range. I think anything over 90 kind of get cloying, especially when you first spray it. But that 70 to about 90, man, you talking about something smell wonderful. Especially if you somewhere and they got a fan somewhere, you out to eat, and they got a fan blowing, you can almost imagine it. You got a little, you know, you got your cap on and all that. And, you know, shades, people can't really see who it is. They're like, damn, somebody smelling good. It's that Allure On Sport Extreme. Now, I was telling you earlier about going to the ice cream truck to get lemon heads, or if anybody who had Alexandria Grape, I think that was the name of the little, like a little Viking, purple Viking or whatever. But this is what this fragrance reminds me of, like a grape soda with rose. And this is my grown and mature scent. This scent right here is replacing the Dior Parfums, the Dior Intense. You know, this is replacing the Dior for me. Reason being, Dior is a good scent, but this one right here, to me, is like a signature scent. It doesn't have like the baby powder, but it has that sweet, thick undertone of, you know, like how the baby powder give you that like chalky feel. This one has that in it, but instead of having that baby powder, they put rose. And then they put behind the rose, they got that grape smell. Now, this is Oud Satin Mood by Mason Francis Kirk John, but they got a oud. It's not satin mood, it's just oud. The oud is good too, but it to me is a little bit more manlier. If that's what you into, you don't like the rose scent, I would tell you to get your nose on just the oud. The oud gonna get you where you need to go, especially as far as like compliments, because the oud is not really like a stankish oud. It's like a sweet oud. And this one right here, to me, is a little bit more unisex, but sometimes that unisex scent is what gets you the compliments. You know, sometimes people thinking that, oh man, a girl could wear it, or, you know, it's leaning too much, or, you know, either or. Sometimes if you like a unisex fragrance, that's when you're gonna get your compliments. That's when it's more wearable to you. Like this fragrance right here is more wearable to me. I have backup of this, you know, in decants and stuff like that. So I'm very happy with that. But if I had to have only one oud fragrance on my list, this would be the oud. And if I had to have one ball scent in my fragrance collection, and ball scent means like if you was a CEO or you own your own business and you had to go to big business meetings that you walk into and you want to smell like the man, you don't want nobody else to smell like you. Bond number 9, the centerpiece for him is the fragrance. Now, I do have a lot of, I'm the decant king. I got Creed Aventus, I got Rosa Elysium. But for me, I still like this fragrance, and it's unique because it has like it's called juniper berry, but to me it smells like blueberry, so I'm just gonna keep it 100. But this blueberry note in this one, I love it. I think that this one to me has a little bit of Creed Aventus, and that's enough for me to say that I do like Creed Aventus. Don't get me wrong. I think the pineapple is king. But the batch variations is a little bit too much for me. You know, I ain't going out here to spend those $700. If I walk into a store, I want to just buy the bottle and it smells like itself. This one right here is one that if you buy bond number 9, and I know they say it's inspired by or all that type of stuff, but sometimes scent profiles is the key to it. And again, like this bottle right here, I have decants of it and stuff like that. But I always would recommend, on my opinion, bond number 9 for, you know, for 10 only fragrances. You know, I like bond number 9. I like their whole house. They got some fragrances that I think smell better than the original fragrances. You know, so if people say, well, they cloning other houses, sometimes they're doing it better. I mean, we just got to keep it honest. You know, I ain't into who was the first one made it. I'm more into which one smells better. And last but not least, I had to put this one on the list because I'm going to get a backup bottle. I'm talking to a guy now. He's trying to sell his. He didn't care for it. But Allure Homme Super Allegra. I just like this scent. It will be right now, this scent right here has replaced a lot of scents that is in that fruity category for me. I have a lot of Mont Blancs that has that fruity note. And I like fruits in my fragrances. You know, I like the plum notes. I have a clone of Andy Warhol. I have a lot of different fragrances that have fruit notes. Me per se, I just like, you know, I just don't like musk and woods, and you know, I like to have something to go along with that, you know. But that's my video for today. If y'all like this content, please like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel. Once my channel get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I just don't put it at the front of the video because you just don't want to get, you know, just strange people following you for no reason. Because once you put giveaway, you get every Johnny Blow and Harry to come around, and they're not really watching the videos. They're just waiting for the giveaway. Then when the giveaway is gone, they gone. But thank y'all, and y'all have a wonderful day.